Hi, it's Fran with Fran's Crochet, and I thought I'd get on here and make the other granny square as promised. This one's your traditional granny square using a magic ring. I am going to create, you can create a purse. You just gotta get like 7 or 8 or 9, however mini squares you need to make your purse. Or you could do a diamond halter top with 4. So you just create a square and then turn it like a diamond, and then do 2 different size and length, I should say, strings or strands. All you do is create, let's say 100 for the neck piece to go around your neck and tie. You do 50 to 100 chains, and then slip stitch back or single crochet back, however you want to do it. For the back piece, you're looking at 150 minimal, maybe more. Slip it through the back. You could weave it, and I will make sure I include what I do. But for this tutorial, I'm using the Red Heart Super Saver, and I'm not going to be changing colors, but you can change colors with each round. The reason I'm not is because obviously this is red, white, and blue. So that being said, I'm going to use a size G hook. Size G, you can barely see that. That's a G. So I got my notes over here. Okay, can you throw that away for me? All right, thank you, Ray. Let's see. I gotta find where this starts. Yikes. Sorry, I just took this, so we don't want to pull the wrong string. There it is. Okay, here we go. We're gonna start with a magic ring, and this is gonna be all double crochet in the magic ring. So we'll start off with, we gotta have it big enough to do what we need. So this is your magic ring. And we're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And then because that counts as the first double crochet, you got double crochet, and then we're gonna do, I believe, chain 2, and then now because we're not chain 3, we're gonna do double crochet, double crochet. This is nice yarn. And then 1 more. 3, 1, 2. So that's because we didn't chain 3, it's just 3 double crochets. Chain 2, do it again. Chain 2. So you do that 3 times. This is nice yarn. You can use any size hook you want. I'm using a G. And there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're gonna slip stitch back into that, chain 3. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, if you're switching colors, you fasten off and switch colors. Like I said, my yarn is red, white, and blue, as you can see. I got this at Joann's. Part of that going out of business now, I've got to get over there again. So we're going to chain 3 again on the second round. And then what I'm going to do is, I feel like we lost some light here. We're going to go into this. Well, actually, you're supposed to fasten off, right? you could actually flip it around because I'm not changing color. So what I'm gonna do is turn it around. I'm gonna return it. Sorry. And then you go back into that corner. 1, 2, see the chain 3, and then because we're gonna do the corner, we're gonna go like this, 1, 2, and then double crochet 3 times. And then we're gonna repeat, chain 2, and now we're gonna go do this over here in this corner. 2, 3. Because it's a corner, it's gonna get different on the next round, I promise. You're gonna chain 2. See that? I'm really loving this yarn. I like how I don't have to change the colors. Now you can change colors. Like if you want to do a big bed spread, make all the squares you need, or you could follow the other tutorial that I have with the other squares, the granny squares that are different. Meaning the first round is with the chain 2s, and then you go completely across, making it more solid with your extra scrap yarn. Make a lap afghan. This, I'm gonna make a top or a purse with it. I haven't decided, and I'll upload whatever I do. I've got to check it out when I'm done and see what I want to do. But you can make a halter, or you can make a purse. I was thinking make a granny square purse. Probably go with a halter for the holiday. Okay, there you go. So now we're gonna do it again. Two and 3. And then chain 2. And again in this corner, 3 more double crochets. And then we haven't gotten to blue yet. Okay. If you're gonna make a purse out of it, you have to, the thing is you have to put a liner in it so your items don't fall through. Unless you don't want to do that, you gotta figure it out. But I will put a DIY video up. So there you go. I'm actually gonna take off the chain 2. Slip stitch to the first, chain 3. So again, I made a mistake, I apologize. So 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, chain 2 in each corner, and then you're gonna slip stitch to that first, chain 3. There you go, that's round 2. You gotta, because I'm not changing colors, you can if you want. I have to turn the project. Chain 3, and what I'm gonna do is go back into this space right here. Twice, 2 double crochets, and now we're gonna chain 1 and get to this corner. This is where it changes. We're gonna double crochet, double crochet, double crochet 3 times, chain 2, and the reason why we're chaining 2 versus back here is because this is now a middle, and because we're on round 3 and we're making an extra spot in the project, the granny square. But whenever you're in a corner, basically what I want to say is whenever it's in a corner, it's always going to be 3 double crochets, chain 2, because you're turning that corner. So you're turning the corner, and now we've created a middle spot. So now it'll be, we got first chain 1, chain 1. I'm not reading off of any instructions. And then what we're gonna do is 3 double crochets in that spot right here between the 2 sets of 3 double crochets. So I'm going right in the middle. You can either, so you can see you can go into it this way, or you can go underneath. However you feel like doing it, it's up to you. It's not rocket science. It's how you want your project to look. So you could go under it, and then here you're going to chain once, and then you're going to go around. We're going to go all the way around. See, this time I went under. I went in between it. It probably looks better if you go in. I'm going to go under it. All right, sorry. So go under that spot. 3 double crochets. Sorry about that. However you want to do it though. To me, it looks better to go underneath the section of 3. See how I did it? Then you're going to chain once, and then in the corner again simple. 3 double crochets, and I'm going to write the pattern out. 3 double crochets, chain 2, because now you're turning. So every time it's a corner, it's going to be 2 chains, and you're doing sections of 3 double crochets. Granny square is so simple. Now, because we're going to go do this middle piece, we're going to chain once and then double crochet underneath. We decided it looks better that way. In that space between the 2 clusters. And then we're actually getting to blue now. Blue's coming in there a little bit. Chain 1, and then again the same way here. Three double crochets in the corner, 2 chains, and then again 3 double crochets. But you can change it with each round. You can change your yarn, and then chain 1, and we'll do it one more time in here. I'm going to do one more round, and then we'll be done with the granny square, and you start over again. So here we go. We're going to 3 doubles. Okay, chain 2, 3 doubles. One more. And then we're gonna chain 1 right here and connect to the beginning of the round, which is that 3, chain 3. There you go, that's, you like it, square enough? So I'm gonna go one more round. You're gonna flip your piece, your project, chain 3. Remember the chain 3 counts as the first double crochet. So then we're gonna do 2 more in here. And then between each cluster in the middle, it's chain 1. And then again in the corner, double times 3 here, and then chain 2. And as you turn, see how it goes? Hurry up now. And that is it. You keep going all the way around. It's that simple. This is Fran with Fran's Crochet. Hope you enjoyed. So you chain 1. Kids are coming home. I didn't want to. Yep. Chain 1. And then you continue that around. Chain 1. 2 corner. 3 double crochets. Chain 2. Figured I'd just go ahead and finish it with you. it's a super simple pattern. Whoops. I thought I was done with that corner. Apologize. You gotta have 3 in each corner. Well, actually 6, but the 2 in between the sets of 3 clusters. Chain 1 to get you in the middle. Chain 1. You only put 2 chains when it's in the corner. Same, chain 1 to the corner, and then kids, I tried to beat them back from the store. Chain 2, 3 more in that same corner, because it's a corner. It's super basic, beautiful. My grandma made so many granny square blankets, it's indescribable. And then just chain 1 to get to the next chain 1 space. Two, 3. Three, chain 2, and then 1, 2, 1, then you chain 1 in between, 1, 2, 3, chain 1 in between. And that's where you finish off the square. It's all set. There you go. And that's a complete granny square. So for my project, I'm gonna make 4 of them, and then I'm gonna connect them, and then I'm gonna make the halter top, but you can do a purse, and that's your complete granny square. As you can see, it's super easy. Good way to start learning, or you can make multiples of these and put it together as a blanket. Keeping in mind, you have to sew them all together. So this is Franz with French Crochet, and that is your granny square right there. Take care.